Hello everyone! Welcome to Fort Erie Race Track in Fort Erie, Ontario, Canada. Located just minutes over the border from Buffalo, New York, and about a 30-minute drive from Niagara Falls, Fort Erie serves as a perfect chance to get in a day at the races while you might be on vacation when it's open from the end of May through October. It is also the home of the Prince of Wales Stakes, the second leg of the Canadian Triple Crown. I attended the Prince of Wales in 2023, marking my first visit to the track. And today I will take you for a look around the fort. There are a few different parking lots surrounding the outside of the racetrack, but the entryways are very clearly marked. I came in on the Clubhouse turn side of the racetrack, and you'll find a picnic area and some concessions on your left when you first enter. But we'll go ahead and make our way inside. There are plenty of places to sit and wager in here. Also, for the Americans traveling, there is a window where you can exchange your American currency to Canadian currency, so that way you can place your wagers. And unlike when I exchanged at Woodbine on King's Plate weekend, I was able to exchange back to American dollars at the end of the day from right here on the racetrack. If you explore around the inside, you'll find plenty to look at, including trophy cases and a wall honoring some of the Prince of Wales winners. Then you go up the little hill and emerge on the after finish line half of the apron. The runway to the paddock perfectly splits the apron as it is directly in line with the finish, so the building is made up of two separate structures. The after finish line section, which we'll consider the clubhouse in this case, and then the grandstand before the finish line. There is a walkway that runs above the paddock tunnel so you can go back and forth without having to go all the way around the back. But the Paddock Runway does allow for some fantastic up-close views of the horses as they enter to be saddled and then exit with their riders up. The clubhouse is filled with rows of normal stadium seating and a few boxes in the front. It is also the location of the Turfside Bar and Grill. But I usually don't like sitting after the finish, so I spent most of the day on the other side of the Paddock Tunnel in the grandstand. The seats didn't go up as far on this side, but there was still plenty of stadium seats and boxes to watch from. Sometimes the view can be a little tough up here. The big blue poles holding up the structure often gets in your way, which is typical for older grandstands, so it's nothing I'm not used to. But also, there is a lot of greenery in the infield. It does look very nice, it adds to the beauty of the track, but even from up in the grandstands, you don't have a great view of the horses on the backstretch because of it. But it is still a great place to sit back and relax, and you'll even be able to see the horses as they enter from the barns, as well as the post parade without leaving your seat. Heading inside to the second floor of the grandstand, there's nothing here, so we'll go ahead and keep heading downstairs. Here is a small room to allow for simulcasting, wagering, and concessions on this side of the building. And then outside, you'll see that this side of the apron has an outdoor tiki bar where you can watch. Luckily, the bar doesn't go all the way up to the rail, so if you want to get rail side, you can without being at the bar. And those at the bar are elevated above those on the rail, so you can get a better view from up there. If you are a rail bird, you're going to love the view of them coming down the stretch. This is also the half of the grandstand you want to be on if you want to get up close to the horses, as this is going to be where they enter from the barns, and do the post parade is over on this side of the apron. When the race is over, the horses will return and get unsaddled right in front of the grandstand. And then they'll take the winner's circle pictures right on the track. And then they also have a special winner's circle for the big races across the racetrack. Out the back door will take you to the paddock, which is center stage behind the grandstand. There's a big walking ring out front, and the stalls are in that building in the back. I also love the design choices for Fort Erie, especially those steeples on the roof. And you have other cool things to look at out here, like the cool horse hand railings, an old tote board, a beautiful statue of the 2002 Prince of Wales winner, and the most recent Prince of Wales winner honored with a sign and lawn jockey. The viewing area for the saddling stalls is split in half by the entrance from the walking ring, so if you have a specific horse you want to see get saddled, you'll have to find which half they're on. However, before and after the horses are saddled, they will walk the entire length of the paddock to give everyone a view, so it doesn't really matter which side you're on. And you are right there as they walk by. The horses will then exit into the walking ring and take a lap around before receiving their riders and heading out to the track. When it's raining, the riders will mount under cover, and they'll head straight up the middle to the track instead of walking around the whole ring. Other things that are done to adjust to a muddy racetrack would be the horses returning to the saddling area in order to get the saddles off after the race. And they'll even take the winner's circle photos back here. You can also head up the stairs to the patio for an overhead view of the walking ring. Going inside from the patio will bring you to another room to wager and eat, and then you'll head outside into the clubhouse half of the seating. But that ends our trip to Fort Erie. It definitely feels a little bit on the old side, but it is a great spot to watch a race. I love paddocks that are up close to the horses and then also have that big walking ring on the outside, so that was a big plus for me. And the atmosphere was fun while I was there for the Prince of Wales, even when the rain started coming down. Overall, this is a track you should definitely see if you're nearby, especially if you plan that trip to Niagara Falls. Speaking of which, I'll leave you with some clips of the falls as the video wraps up, but thank you for watching, and I'll see you at the races.